Alrighty, morning. Uh, the devlog number 7 for GMC Jam. I last time I had a huge problem with my terrain system. It all was completely broken. But it turns out, like after I just hop on and decided to tweak it around a little bit, I found out it's not because my codes are broken. It's not. My codes were working perfectly fine. But after I test out the mask system, I tried to check out like the mask sprite to see what's causing it to mess up. I found out this is more of the program itself. It's like a bug on the GM program. It's and I'm gonna demonstrate that right now actually. It's super weird. It's actually something that makes absolutely no sense, and I could tell it's actually from the program, not from my end. So this is why. This is weird because I never had this problem before. Um, when I tested this asset out, like in previous experimental projects I had done, I personally, like I did not expect to see this happen. But okay, so I have the character here, and good thing I used the tile sets. you can you can see him moving around with no cursor. So I have my terrain crate over here, right? So let me access my code for the land system. Now the one that creates the mask right over here. So I have everything set up perfectly fine. And I even added this just in case because I know that there's something off, like with the way how I saw. So I thought maybe it had to use this, and but it still didn't make any difference. But yeah, it's this pretty much puts everything in the surface, and it came out all right. So go ahead and run this program so you can all see. But wait, hold on. Let me demonstrate my path system that I use for that one. It's this one right over here. There it is. You can tell, like, curvish. This, there's nothing wrong with it. And you can see the measurements are all matched where I wanted it to be. Let's go ahead and run this. Now, this is the same thing I done with the other path systems I have. And they run perfectly fine. But when I run this one, it creates a large black void and freezes it. Which I don't understand why it would do that. And the other terrains work perfectly fine. It's only with that one and just that one only. Now here comes the weird part, where from when I found like a little slight investigation I done. Let me go ahead and open the path one. There we go. So this, if I were to move this somewhere different, I'm gonna move this one, like just making some small changes to it. Let's run it. It's gone. It's literally gone. Yes, like it's that's the crazy part. This is where I found out that this has to be the program, not me. My code is working perfectly. It's written perfectly how it's supposed to be. It's the program that's causing this. So this is like one weird bug from the program. Like just by slightly moving the points, at least any point, it'll finally disappears. So I can't have that point at a certain spot that I need it to be. So now I came across the point where I had to struggle find out which changes I need to apply in order to make it run perfectly fine. But this is coming from the program, not me. Like, there's no way that just by moving this, it disappears. Like, there's no explanation. I don't know the logic behind this. Maybe someone from the Yo-Yo staff probably do know, but this should not be something at all. This should not be implemented in the program. This got to be a bug and needs to be fixed. Like, really, it's just not, makes no sense. And this is what's causing me my delays a lot. Like, I never had this problem when I used the other projects. And in this one, it does. And it's only because I slightly moved this. Let's move this back up. And run it again. Let's see if it triggers it. And it's still good. As you can see, it's running perfectly fine. Now I just need to get that dot where I need it to be. Let's move it up slightly. Post. There we go. That looks perfect. Well, not really, but I'm just going to test it out. Somewhere not near the exact point I need to be at. I just want to test it out. It turned black again. See? Now, I'm not sure what caused this, really. Let me back it up a bit. It's still black. Okay. Down. All right. It's probably a certain height that it will cancel it out. But even if it were, this should not be a bug. It should not. Let's remove the clear up the memory a bit. I did some investigation on this, and it's okay. So now it's just won't get back on its feet. What if I lower it even more? If I lower it more, does it fix? No, it's still black. Put it over here. Okay, so now it just doesn't want to. That is weird. I had it all the way on down here, did I? All the way down here. So it's working now if I left it over here. Huh, I wonder. Let's move it closer to here and see what happens. Huh. Now working. Strange. It's close to the same level. Yeah, it's close to the same level as this one. Huh. See what happens if I move this upwards. Just by over here only. Aha! So I think I figured out what this bug does. So it appears that if the endpoint, the y of the wet endpoint is lower than the y of the starting point, it'll cancel out everything and turn it black. Is that even a thing? Like, is it? Well, I mean, it should not. I mean, it shouldn't be. This guy, there's no way it can be. I mean, I'm not near the negative values. I'm not. It's not. Everything is positive values on my path system. So let's test this again. This I could use the numbers right here. So over here we have 2875. I'm gonna put 28. So 76. So my y point on my end is larger by 1. Ta-da! Run it. It's gone. See that? No black stuff. Now let's take this by making 1 less than the 4. My bad. There we go. So now we have 1 less. See. And if that's the case, then maybe I should revisit my code again to see. But there you go. See, it's the cause of it is pretty much the y. Like it needs to the endpoint needs to keep going downwards for no reason. Like it's asking to go down. Like down or equal at least. Huh. I wonder. Anyway, it has to be the endpoint. Okay. So I need something to bypass this. Like really. I could come up with something to actually bypass this. In the meantime, I'm going to stop my devlog from here so I can focus on that. I still have faith to be able to finish this level design and the story and all that stuff in just one day. I still got faith in it. Otherwise, there's no hope afterwards. After this day, if I have not made any more progress, there's no way I can finish this entry at all. So, but this is definitely a bug. It has to be a bug from the program. If I'm going to revisit my code one more time to see where it could provoke this, but if I don't see where anywhere, like it just makes like if it's written all perfectly fine, like it has to be a bug because the way how I just moved it, or dot. Yeah, we'll see. All right, I'll see you then.